Looking at this next example, it says, find the points where these two lines intersect, given R1 and R2 as two different lines. And it says, hence show that the angle at point of intersection is 90 degrees. Start with the first part. Find the points where these two lines intersect. At point of intersection, we know R1 is going to equal to R2, because that's when the 2 points are going to meet. In order to solve that, we're going to take their separate parametric equations, minus 1 plus lambda, and make them equal to each other, equals to minus 5 plus 3 mu. And then second one is just negative lambda equals to 2 minus mu in this case. Next step, let's add both of these together. So negative 1 is going to equal to minus 5 plus 2 is negative 3 plus 2 mu. Add both sides by 3, we have 2 equals to 2 mu. So mu then equals to 1. If mu equals to 1, sub that back into this equation right here. Negative lambda equals to 2 minus 1 would be 1. So lambda then equals to negative 1. So we've developed values for both parameters over here. Let's sub this in to this over here. We can use both values here because we've developed that R1 equals to R2, so we can either sub in negative 1 here or 1, we're still going to get the same answer. So let's just sub this one over here, get rid of the confusion of negatives. So we have minus 5, 2, 5, plus 3, negative 1, negative 2. Correct? Next step, negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. So at this point is where these two lines meet. Quickly, let's just sub in negative 1 here, just to remove any of the doubts. We can go negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. 0 minus 1 is 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1, as over here, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So, use any of these values, you still get the same answer. So that is how to do the first part. Now let's move on to the second part. In order to do the second part, show that the angle at point of intersection is 90 degrees. We found what the point of intersection was. In order to find the angle, we're going to take the dot product of the directional vectors. We figured out in the previous video when we derived all the shortcuts, if we take the dot product of two directional vectors and if that equals to 0, you know that it's going to be perpendicular. Since it's asking us to show that it's 90 degrees, you know that it's going to be perpendicular. So let's take the dot product of this. We have 1, negative 1, 2, dot, we have 3, negative 1, negative 2. 1 times 3 is 3 plus negative 1 times negative 1 is 1 minus 4. 4 minus 4 equals to 0. So, again, relatively straightforward example. As soon as you understand, as I mentioned in the previous video, if you understand those shortcuts really well, you know that the questions become really easy in this topic over here. So that is how you do this example.